So 1Nsight starts now. So Rohan, company is Raw Corporation Limited, and we're sort of a business solution company that is focused on outsourcing those admin tasks that fall under the umbrella of virtual assistants. But before I delve into that one, and being relatively new, if I can still get away with that, Justin, I just use a bit of a snap view of a couple of pictures that sort of paint a picture of who I am and the things that are immediately around me. So we can say I'm a married man to my wonderful wife, Maria, who we've been married now for just shy of 7 years. We've got 3 wonderful children, 2 daughters, one 16 and one 6, and one wee little boy who is fast approaching 4. We are big travellers. We love to travel. We believe there is more to life than just sitting in one place all the time. It's there to be explored. It's there to be seen. And we've got to maximise and try and have a venture into any different activity, any different sport that just sort of keeps you on your toes, engaged, and as one of my mantras, enjoying the ride and living the life. The footballers in the room, my home nation is Manchester United. So if that's not your home team, then please do not hold that against us. We're not doing too bad just at this moment in time. So, so the thing that motivate me as a person, that drive me every single day, is I know a couple of you are aware of this, and so I've been doing a big project over in Serbia. My wife is Serbian, so we have been, the last sort of 12 months, we have been scoping out a house on a bit of land. Our picture on the left is sort of still not quite complete, but a picture of what we've been building over the last year or so. It's up in the mountains in a beautiful little spot, and this is sort of one of my daily motivations, that this is what life's all about. From a business point, what keeps me ticking is things that mind engaged. I hate negativity in my mind. It brings me down. It does all those usual things that negative things do. But I do like engaging in mind management, mind psychology, mental health sort of books. One of my favourite books I've read that really does sort of make me understand who I am, and those voices that we all hear in our head is a great book, The Chimp Paradox. And these things really do unlock and help me focus on what I want out of life and how I should show myself and that I do. I get, like everybody else, we get inspired by awards, nominations, and recognition. And throughout my journey, I've been part of the Volkswagen 500 Club. This is massive internal accolades for driving businesses forward, making maximum amount of sales. Yanis may relate to this a little bit more, but this 500 Club represented delivering 500 Volkswagen cars in one single month, and that was sort of a massive achievement that gave me some great status in the automotive world, and things sort of like Theopathetis getting recognised, and a big shout out on the Small Business Sunday Awards for support and work that I do. And these things keep me in every day motivated to reach and push myself to the next level. So my background is very much my journey from college. I entered the world of the banking world, quite boring and straight, but I guess early in my journey, this was probably more about job security, job for life, and being stable with a good income stream. And through HBOS, before it sort of went belly up in 2008, this was part of the vehicle leasing arm that took over Lex Autolease. But this was sort of my journey into sort of process management, process implementation, and business strategies. And I was a green belt, part of the Six Sigma team. As I said, that business went belly up in 2008 in the recession that was that that sort of shut the doors down, and I ventured into the world of Volkswagen and Inchcape, carrying some of those synergies through. Role in there was sort of fleet operations management, part of the Inchcape leadership team, and this was all about group strategy, maximising sales operation, your admin operation, driving costs down, and doing projects about doing group structure reporting that consolidated and reduced the time from management and sales teams about how much time we spent every day in a meeting, compiling reports and data about activity and performances. Throughout the journey, I've always been one who's delved into, I've had a bit of an entrepreneurial spirit throughout. I've always had a bit of a delve into different projects and different things that may be a good venture in terms of business. As a young kid, I just out of college, I was into the computer trade. We built and used to make these little computers when back in the days when actually this was very rife, before the Dells of the world came and took over the market with cheap computing. But we used to make great little computers and sell them at Freshers Fair. It was an exciting couple of years. I've done leasing brokerage, very similar to Yanis. And other businesses about importing vehicles, caravans, motorhomes, and helping companies save money. All this has brought me to sort of this point where I am now, that an array of different skill sets, and it's all been very much process driven, creating reports and a bit of a master at Excel and Microsoft tools. So I use this to my advantage and help other people in their companies by taking that burden from them. So what is a virtual assistant? It may look a busy slide, but virtual assistants will reduce the workload and help you move away from being a busy fool to doing the things that really matter, which is business growth. A VA is an experienced executive assistant, but instead of having to pay someone full-time, you only have to pay as and when you need a virtual assistant. VAs are a fraction of the price as what it would be if you wanted to employ somebody to do a certain role. And there are many other advantages of outsourcing to VAs in terms of the savings that we can utilise for the cost of NIs, paying holidays, sickness and pension schemes. VAs can ensure that you can stop working in your business and start working on it. And a VA can take the pressure off by completing those day-to-day tasks that need to be done. And we'll talk about those email tasks, this diary management, this prospecting, this CRM data updating. We're talking about those quoting, chasing invoices, all those sort of tasks that we know we have to do in the day, but those things that hold us back and slow our day down. And a virtual assistant, as I said earlier, this hiring a VA helps you work smarter. A couple of interesting facts. So, roughly, not sure if how much time you personally spend in your own time, but I would imagine on average that most of a daily time, 30-35% of our time that we consume in the day is normally spent on doing admin tasks. And we're looking in inboxes, we're looking at the next thing that we may need to do. We are writing up or chasing invoices and doing none of those what we call the non-productive things. Our message is that when we delegate, we can grow, and this will help our clients and our tradespeople focus on those things that are important, such as the sales focus, which will reduce those stress levels and give our business owners time back for their family.
Excellent. 1 minute to go, Rohan.
Okay, and yeah, wrapping up. So yeah, we work with an array of different companies. Lots of people within the trades are our sort of our go-to, as we find these are sort of very ideal of time. they have to process all the stuff and chase invoices. And we've all heard about those non-quotes or delays trying to get through to plumbers, painters, and decorators, etc. So that is Raw Corporation and the things that we do. If you've got any questions, I'll answer them all for you.